All right, so this one's a little more of a casual game. This one is not exactly part of the Arakai Monthly League, so sorry for the false advertising in the bottom right corner here. But we're gonna do a little test game to see this little stream setup here between two players of ours, Secretslayer or Toyo as we call him, and Kirohh playing Mecha and Arbor Dragon respectively. And here I have Dark Wizard Mike as first ever commentator. Side commentator on one of these things. So we know him as the knight player. So obviously he's really good at playing he's really good at playing bad decks.
Oh wow!
But I'm pulling your leg, man. All right, but yeah, let's head over to let's see what's going on here. So they're still shuffling up, getting ready. I'm gonna let them know they can get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a game. This is gonna be interesting. I haven't seen Kiroh's Armor Dragon list in a really hot minute, actually.
I haven't seen it at all.
You haven't seen it, period?
Yeah,
right now, it's actually kind of spicy.
Yeah, I don't often see Kirohh play.
All right. Oh, Kirohh is won the dice roll. He's choosing to go second. Pretty smart for Armor Dragon player, actually.
Yeah. Why is that?
He actually wants to get that aggression. He wants to kind of. He's playing the mixed version. Oh, that's pretty cool. So basically, the idea behind it is Armor Dragon going second. Not only can they get that extra draw phase and they can plus a little more, but they can also get the attack phase, which is actually pretty important.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Kiroh's making the opening first move.
Because if I remember right, Armor Dragon are pretty aggressive anyway, aren't they?
They can be aggressive, they can be mid-range. They have a lot of options depending on the build you go for. It seems like Kiroh's going for a little Haven variant because we know that Geralt is a card.
Didn't the Blaze Haven variant top recently? Or was that
the Blaze Haven variant did not top recently, no. But it did top a lot during the olden days.
Yeah, the olden days. That makes sense.
I'm gonna put Geralt on the screen here. It's kind of the centerpiece of Kiroh's deck. You can see it on the screen now.
Yeah. The Chrono Extractor. I've seen this come up a lot. It's actually very useful.
Yeah, Chrono Extractor is it's a surprise I don't see it really more than Astral decks, but then again, that one expend can actually matter a lot. The mecha typing here is why it's relevant.
Yeah.
Yep. He has the log keeping. He's basically opened the full combo.
That upstart.
Yep. He's suiting up. We're gonna peep top 5. Okay.
Yep. P5's actually really good in this game. Like top 5.
I mean, hey, it's consistent. Consistency is consistency, right?
That is true.
Just paying attention to Toyo's hand here. He has quite the interesting little curve out. He can reload her in order to get more exiled on turn 1, and then the next turn, if Kirohh attempts to make a board, he's got Leo for the follow-up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The opponent tries anything funny, they'll have a nice hefty board wipe slapped in their face.
Yeah, we are looking at a big few turns, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm. He's choosing to go for the Searcher this time around, searching out. I believe he's gonna go for Zeta, because he's already got the Brave Nova in hand.
Yeah, he got the Brave Nova, so Zeta makes the most sense, unless he has like another evolution.
Yeah, he's got the Zeta. He has the Zeta, the Nova, and the ammunition all in hand. I mean, he's got the full package. He's got the full package for the big scary turn. Now all he has to worry about is passing. He's passing his turn over to Kirohh, so we'll see where Kirohh goes from there.
Yep.
He's drawn Nexus and the Peep 5 for his turn.
The base Nexus, anyway.
Yeah. It seems like he's having trouble deciding what to charge here. It's pretty valid. His entire hand is actually kind of. Oh, he's going for Raranel because he's got to get that Haven. Oh, right, because he only had Spirit of Stamina and Raranel as his only Haven cards in hand.
And you do want to get that Spirit of Stamina off as much as you can.
Yeah, Stamina in this case is a lot better. Oh, he did top deck the Attendant, so that was never punished. Kirohh going to 21 life.
Mm-hmm. Life gain is a good thing for Haven.
It's kind of their only gimmick.
Their only gimmick. Nothing else, just life gain.
Yep.
This comes from the one person whose deck doesn't use it.
He's forming your squads. That's a pretty good play. To peep top 5 again is very, very good stuff.
Yep. A lot of consistency happening.
They've both resolved the peep top 5.
Yeah. It's great.
Feels like he's got into Armored Shield Dragon. Very interesting choice there.
Yeah, having a defender.
We would only know if it was a good play if we saw the other 5 cards, which we did not.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that he didn't have any better options, or that was the only ally option he had.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get like the consistency piece and just get nothing but spells?
He's got the shock trooper up. Oh, that's a pretty okay. So shock troopers are going to be able to beat over the chibi this time around.
I mean, I'd argue that the chibi's kind of served its purpose at this point.
Yeah, it's already got the search out.
Mm-hmm.
Shock trooper is
Indeed going for the chibi.
Yep.
And he's choosing to keep the attendant up, which kind of makes sense actually.
Yep.
Going into charging a chibi. I guess he doesn't really need the other searcher now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess he has everything.
Yeah, he does. He has. So actually, depending on how many cards are in his exile, he could go for. He has only 2, it seems. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get to see that that Leo play just yet. I think he's gonna probably go for the Reloader and the Synchro Gatherer. Yep, exactly. He's gonna summon the Reloader and then go right into Synchro Gatherer. Synchro Gatherer being a very powerful card when you have a full board of Astral allies or Mechas rather in this case.
Yeah, in this case Mecha, because Synchro Gatherer only works with Mecha. Exiling another 3, is that? Yeah.
It is another it is another 3, and then Reloader puts 2 back and gets 3 more. So it's 4 exile off of 2 cards.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
He's just stacking that zone.
Yep. And that's really good for an Astral deck in general, but especially Mecha.
Toyo going down to 19 life from the attack earlier, so life points still seem pretty
At the moment it still seems like anyone's game.
Yep. For now.
For now. It's interesting that there is that in Arakai in particular, there is a entire deck build, even up to like, we're on what set now?
We're on set 9. It's going to be on set 9 shortly, but we're on 8.
Yeah. On set up to set 8, set 9 format that we have a deck and like a full build based around a starter deck boss monster. That's something I find really interesting about this game.
Hero's going to take his 1 damage from the he hasn't taken his 1 damage. Does he not? Is there a reason he's not taking damage? Hold on, wait, let's see. Drawback from Attendant. Drawback from Attendant, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because Toad's gonna get burned 1 by the Javelin of Cinders.
Yeah, the Javelin of Cinders. Sorry, croaky throat.
Croaky throat. I call it croaky throat.
Drawback doesn't happen on crash.
Oh, they crashed. That's right.
There we go.
Let me pick that up there. Kirohh should be at 21 life now.
Yeah, he is.
Toyo's going down to 18, it seems.
Yeah. Kirohh doesn't seem to be able to decide on what he wants to do just yet.
He's going straight to combat. He's not summoning anything. Okay.
That's an interesting
straight
decision.
for Reloader.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense because he gets exile. That is an exile 3 once per turn.
He's passing.
I mean, well, I suppose that's an interesting decision. Like, honestly. But maybe he decided it was best not to leave a blocker up for the time.
There's the Cosmo Chariot coming in.
Oh, the Cosmo Chariot.
We know that this card is incredibly good for helping out Mecha's early game issues.
Oh, yeah. If you like Mecha ally, you lost area. Exiled it. Mecha ally in your lost area. Okay. Took me a second to read that properly.
Yep.
And another
already rebuilding the board here.
Yep. That was quick, actually.
Yep.
Mecha is impressive, I'm not going to lie.
No, they got a lot of really good toys, and then the buffs recently also really helped him out. Zeta Turbo is incredibly powerful. It seems like he's going to be putting all those exile cards back to get Reloader's effect again.
Yeah.
And he has 2 choices here. He can either go going face. Oh, he's misplaying. Oh, he's taking something back.
That do be a misplay.
He is misplaying, it seems.
Yeah. What I find really interesting is that Reloader isn't once per turn, so if he has 2 of these, he could do it twice. That's a neat little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Reload is only supposed to shuffle 2. That is right.
Oh, he shuffled one too many off of the reloader. That is a good point.
Has he chosen what to put back yet?
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh,
He's leaving one of the Zetas in exile.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It seems that it looks like Chariot's going to 4 for the face.
Yep, for the face.
Here we'll be going down to 17.
Yeah, it's good to close in that life gap early enough.
Then I think he's ending off of that, so they've tied up the life points.
Yeah, and Kirohh drawing into Wiccan, I've heard this is actually really good for Armor Dragon.
Yeah.
And immediately playing it, understandable. Oh, establishing a board.
Nope, Wiccan into Frost. Oh, that's one. Ooh. That's a card.
That's probably the best play he could have done here. Like, actually.
Rush into an open board is, oh god, yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeesh.
This is my first time actually really experiencing this Armor Dragon deck properly.
Not only is Vrosh going to destroy Reloader off of its ability, but he's also going to get to draw a card off of Wiccan. That's for 2 expends to destroy and draw 1. Getting a nice board and doing a Lilia effect is actually very good.
Oh yeah, that is really good, especially in a game when drawing cards like this is important.
Mm-hmm. Hand size is very important for Armor Dragon because once they run out, they basically are top decking little weenies. It's in their swarming capability and being able to put out multiple bodies per turn where they really show off their strength.
Swarming is very good in this game in general, but Armor Dragon just like have that in spades almost.
It looks like Vrosh is going into the Chariot, and then Wicon's going to go 1 to the face.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
Toyo is going down to, I believe, he's going down to 15.
Yep. Draws into is that Mark? And Spirits the Cosmo Chariot. What does this do? I've not actually seen this card before. So
Mark is actually very interesting. Let's talk about this one because this is a card that he's very only recently added to his deck. Mark is a card. Let's see if I can pull him up here.
I've got it here.
Here it is. He says when he's invoked, you exile a hand card to draw a card. So he's basically Grismo, but he fuels the exile zone as well.
He doesn't have the clumsy mechanic Tommy though.
He doesn't. I don't think he needs it on this one because he really just wants to use it for the filtering.
That's fair.
Leo coming down. Yeah, Leo coming down. Leo's gonna clear up a few cards here. Yep, we're finally getting to see. Okay, Wiccan and Wiccan and Shock Trooper are gonna be destroyed off of this.
Yeah, because I suppose the Vrosh doesn't really matter too much at the moment, especially.
I think he's gonna clear the Vrosh anyway. Honestly.
Yeah, it is just a 22,000 vanilla at this point.
Oh no! It looks like he's going for the face.
Oh. Also
Kiroh's going down to 13.
Now this is a card that he's drawn into.
It is in fact a card that he's drawn into.
Pretty nifty card if I say so. I love Perfect Defense.
Oop.
Probably one of the more...
There we go. Okay.
I'd argue Perfect Defense is one of the most versatile defensive cards in the entire game.
I think it is the most defensive. Oh, and Melina's coming down with
It's the Melina. The cool thing about Melina is that you can splash it into decks like this because it doesn't specify there has to be a Haven spell. So that's neat.
That is correct. That is correct on that end. Melina's going in. He's going with Vrosh and Melina. He's going to take out the...
Supporting over Leo, and then I think it's Armored Shield Dragon to the face.
Yep. He's adding Javelin and Cinders off of the Melina. That's pretty good.
Yep, adding Javelin and Cinders. He's probably gonna... He might be using that in main phase 2, or he might be holding on to it. Nope, main phase 2, he's using it.
Yep, putting Toyo down to 11.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that draw he gets off of that as well. I used this when I tried out Angel at one point. Because I did try out Angel once upon a time, and this is a pretty neat card.
Once when I was your age.
Once when I was your age, I'm 26. No, Samuel's really good. Like, especially if you're a little bit behind in board presence, you can get things down.
Salvage
But
coming in, and it's taking back the temporal halts. It seems he's going for. Actually, very smart on Toyo's end.
Oh yeah, especially with the current board state. Getting defensive is quite important at the moment.
Oh, he's going right. Oh, he's going for the Brave Nova, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. It is the only option he has. Because at the moment, I don't think leaving the board empty is a bad idea.
And he's Brave Breakering. Okay, adding 5 more cards to his exile. That's really good.
Oh yeah. He has pretty much the setup he needs, but he doesn't have a whole lot of offensive power here. Ah, he gets to bounce one back. Using Brave Nova. Bouncing the defender. Is he planning to go face here?
Oh, Return to Stardust. He's putting Return to Stardust, and Corn Extractor all back in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gonna plan to go. I don't think he's gonna go face, because if he goes face and then Kirohh summons anything next turn, he just wins the game.
Yeah, that is true. So he might.
He can't go face. He can't go face here.
No, he'll probably take down the Vrosh if anything, but then he might get rid of the Melina to get so Kirohh can't get spells.
Mm-hmm. Might be the right play.
He's certainly.
All right, so he's activating the Brave Breaker's graveyard effect, exiling it, and now you can. Kirohh will not be able to use any spells during Brave Nova's attack.
Yep.
Making Brave Nova unaffected by card effects, it seems.
Yeah, and going 5 to the face here.
Yep.
Oh, he does have the
Oh, that's right. He does have halt. Halt will stop any. This means that Kirohh has to beat over Nova is the thing, though.
Yeah, he has to beat over Nova. Just in order to stand a chance here. Oh, never mind, because of Samael, in which he can destroy a target.
There we go. That's probably gonna do it. Actually, discarding a spell, popping Nova.
That is gonna be game, because now Kirohh has exact damage.
No, the Temporal Halt can stop the one of the attacks from going off.
That is true.
But this means that anything Doe is gonna have to top deck his way out of this one, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Using Spear of Stamina now. We're getting Spear of Stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And then Samael.
That one will be temporal halted.
Yeah, that makes sense. Using the Spear of Stamina.
Yep. Leaving Vrosh up, very interesting choice.
Yeah, and drawing into the Earthu, which I haven't actually seen be played before. Toyo is not in the best position here.
No, it does not seem so. He can peep 5. He's got another. Wait, actually, he's gonna be 3 off from lethal. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
That is really unfortunate, because that
he will have. Yep. Oh, he doesn't. He also doesn't have enough expend. Oh no.
He doesn't. Yeah.
I think that's actually just gonna be game for those two.
Yep. Looks like they're calling a game here.
Yep. They're scooping it up, maybe.
Perhaps go to game 2. Now, assuming that Toyo is now aware of what they're asking if we want a game 2.
Oh yeah, they're going to game 2. It seems like.
So they're going to game 2.
They're calling it. They're calling GGs.
Yeah, calling GGs. Going to game 2. Yep. Probably fair. Doing so with dignity.
As a knight should, as a fellow British person.
Yeah. as a fellow British person,
And yeah,
I
they're scooping it up. All right, that'll be it.
went to game 2.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a interesting little game that we saw there.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not sure if they're siding in for this.
I think they're. I think they
Dragons-
should. I tell them they should side in for this. I want to see the side deck, especially because
Tell them they should, yeah.
yeah, they should. Yeah.
I'll tell them they should if they can.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's a bit too late for that now
No,
because
just okay. It looks like they're not going to side. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh well. The point is that yeah, the Armor Dragon and Mecha have a very strange.
yeah,
Oh.
choosing to not side is interesting, especially when you know what your matchup is. Though it's entirely possible they could just be confident in their deck build as it is.
Yep.
I've noticed that a lot of the time I don't usually sidewall because my deck has a certain way of playing, and I understand how to do that, and that is a weakness in myself. Using suiting up first turn, probably the best
Well,
choice.
hold on. Wait. Tell them to stop. We're having fight. We're having technical difficulties.
One moment.
We've lost the appears we've lost. Ah, there it is. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. All right, we're set to go. Now we'll transition back over to the game on the game board. Okay, there you go. All right, we're back on game now.
Yeah, we're back on game.
Okay, we're back now. All right, we are back.
Yeah.
He's not already going off and swooping up, adding up to the new mecha.
sitting on us.
Toyo's once again. Actually, Toyo's electing to go first this time around.
Yeah, he chose to go first.
Fascinating.
And going straight into Reloader, which is understandable, getting that exile early, I guess. But he can't actually do it at the moment. Actually, because he actually needs to shuffle to exiled. Oh, going to Synchro Gatherer. Exile the top card of your deck that you specially control. Oh, okay, because he can do the Reloader afterwards. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Shuffling both of those in, getting an additional one into the exile.
Yep.
And getting a Brave Nova back as well.
There we go. I was having some issue with the life points alignment, but now we're back. We're back on schedule now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back on schedule.
Back on schedule. Okay.
I found oftentimes on untap in particular, people tend to sometimes just forget to reset their life points until a little bit. It's happened a couple of times. It happened to me during League. I think it was my opponent had forgotten to reset their life points until I did damage to them.
You're like, okay, thanks for the free head start, bro.
Yeah, thank you for that stuff. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Javelin of Cinders in the starting spirit isn't a fun one to see.
I mean, hey, he also got Samael in the starting spirit, meaning he doesn't have to worry about he doesn't really Weecon into Shock Trooper. We're once again seeing Weecon really putting in work here.
Weecon always puts in work whenever I see Armor Dragons on board, so I've heard talk about that. It's actually really decent. And drawing into the Molino as well. It looks like, going by Kiroh's hand here, it looks like he's using a Kaiser Dragon variant.
Well, Kaiser's probably the best monster in the deck that they have, even because especially because it can search out Geralt from what I said earlier. Yeah,
that is true.
Geralt is an armor dragon and an angel. So.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Speaking of angel, Kiroh's hand is looking really stuffed for those.
Oh, for sure. He's got a lot of Haven play at the moment, which is interesting.
His hand is kind of low-key stacked. Oh, Toyo once again drawing into another top 5 off the suit up.
Oh, yeah. Playing the suiting up. So a card that I want to address that's actually kind of controversial in Toyo's hand and appears to be Recharge. This is actually quite controversial. Like, there's a lot of mixed opinions on it.
Yeah, originally when the game first came out, Recharge was I'll put it on the screen here actually. Recharge was a basically staple status card that you always had to play in every deck, but nowadays people are trying to figure out ways that they don't have to play it because people do not like playing -1s, and one particular player by the name of Diana has been going around saying that this card is a -1, and people have only recently been agreeing with this statement.
I mean, it is to a degree a -1, but sometimes I find the Unexpend 2 to be worth that.
Mm-hmm.
because
It
obviously,
really depends on the deck.
yeah, definitely. I don't find it coming up as much when I play knights, but when I was in my days of playing vampire, using recharge at the 3 was kind of important.
Yep. Javelin effect. Oh, Dimension Javelin coming in. If he controls another astral, he gets to exile stuff, and he's passing turn there, giving Kirohh a chance to play possibly into more armor dragons.
Oh yeah, and he draws into the morale booster. This is another one I've heard quite a bit about.
Yeah, this one has been a topic of controversial taste as of recently, shall we say.
Speaking of controversial cards,
Ah, morale booster, another one.
and he plays the morale booster.
Yep.
Um,
Recon once again triggering to draw yet another card.
yeah. In drawing into Rosh, which we'll probably be seeing later,
That's definitely gonna be a thing later.
and
Morale
using the
booster
effect
giving
of morale
all
booster.
morale booster antheming all the things on the board to have higher power.
Yeah, an additional 3,000.
Let's put that drill sergeant on the screen here for everyone to see.
Yeah, and
Like the thing of this card is that this card is very different from the other armor dragons. Is that most armor dragons say when you invoke another armor dragon. This one says in unity. So in other words, it implies that you've already invoked that other armor dragon. So what this does is it works as kind of a combo ender. Whereas if you have Recon another armor dragon in your hand and you want to get those effects off, you have to choose between Recon or the other armor dragon. But with this guy, you can get the best of both worlds.
which card are you referring to? Sorry.
Drill sergeant, the one that was charged us earlier. So its effect is that when it enters play, if you've already invoked another thing, you get a life and a spirit, and then it triggers all your other armor dragons. So it's kind of the combo ender, shall we call it?
Yeah, it does work as a combo ender, so I can see why he spirited it here.
Yeah, because he really doesn't have he didn't have a chance to get anything in Unity at that point.
Yeah,
Toyo going down to 15 life.
Yep, using a Cosmo Chariot.
Yep, Cosmo Chariot coming back once again. We're getting to see this card put more work in. I think he's gonna exile maybe the Oh, he's actually exiling the Zeta. Leaving the recharge in hand. Oh, getting the javelin. Yep, the javelin's effect is going to go off, and then he's going to draw another card. Yep. That's actually very good.
Yeah. Toyo is actually very good with this deck in particular.
Yeah.
I believe it's a favorite of his.
It is the favorite of his.
It is the favorite, yeah.
We're gonna see we might see a Chrono Extractor come down and then the recharge being popped off, I think is what's going to happen.
Looks like that's going to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad...
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Yep. And he's essentially made a free play there if he uses the recharge, which I feel like he's going to need to because he'll be at 2 unexpend, which isn't in a position you want to be this early, especially with the life difference they have.
Chrono Extractor once again coming through with adding a free card to his hand. In this case, I think it's going to be the Chibi.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to be... Oh, he's looking to get that that Zeta whenever he needs it. And then maybe recharge will come down.
And he's swinging 7 face.
Oh, gosh.
Possibly leaving the Chrono Extractor up for defensive.
It is just a free 0 drawback body. This is actually pretty smart on Toyo, is not giving Kirohh a chance to make a new, more powerful board.
Oh, of course. Clogging up the field is another really important aspect of this game because you are limited to 3 allies at any one time.
Yep.
Your morale booster is during your turn, so he's just making that known.
Yep. Morale booster. He is making that known, but I think that Toyo already knows this and he's okay with that.
Yeah, but it's always good to have there just as a reminder for both people involved.
Yep.
I also find sometimes that when counters aren't put on, people tend to forget these things.
Yep. I think Kiroh's just now realizing that he can't go all out again, because if he does, then Toyo's just gonna starve him for more resources.
Yeah.
I think what he's gonna do is probably gonna clear the extractor and the javelin and then call it a day.
Probably, yeah. I feel like if Toyo doesn't pull use the recharge here, he might be in a bit of trouble. He does have 3 expend left, but
he's passing already. He's also gonna try and starve Toyo out here, it seems.
Okay, that makes sense.
Actually, depending on what Toyo does,
he might be okay.
This could possibly... No, there's no way. He doesn't have the Zeta. I was gonna say he could Zeta this board and then swing 7 face and then put Kirohh on 2 life and just say this.
He does have the Chibi, so he could prepare that for next turn, but that might be a little bit too late.
Oh, Nova's coming down. We're seeing the Nova come down.
We are seeing the Nova.
featuring our third commentator, Mike's British Television.
I am very sorry. Let me turn that down.
I'm pulling your leg.
I'm still going to turn it down anyway. There we go.
There we go. He's British Television, giving us all sorts of nice commentary.
My British Television playing an American YouTuber. Sure. So where are we at? Yeah, so playing the Brave Nova. Expending the 2 for it. Going into the effect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm balancing Shock Trooper.
Yup. Shock Trooper gonna go to the hand. I think he's gonna go. Oh, he's actually gonna. Oh, he's shuffling back the Zeta, Mark, and Log Keeping. All very good cards to have in the deck.
If only he had a Zeta in hand right now.
That would be the dream, wouldn't it? That would be the dream.
Getting that on camera would be amazing.
Yep.
Cosmic Chariot into the morale booster.
Yep.
As
He's gonna go 8. I think he's gonna go 8 face, or he's gonna go 5.
Face.
Definitely going 5.
And probably leaving the Dimension Javelin up, or using it to kill the Wiccan. I'm not sure.
I think he's gonna probably go for the face.
It does seem like
either that or he's gonna pass.
Well, yeah, he could pass. He could leave the Dimension Javelin as a defender.
Either works, honestly. Kiroh's going down to 7 life.
Yeah. But Kirohh does now have room for 2 more allies.
Yep. Probably won't matter too much, but we'll see.
Toyo's in a really good position here.
I'm gonna go. What are you looking at the cards in his hand? Yep, Kaiza. There's the Kaiza coming down. All right, we can finally talk about this card. This card is the bread and butter of any Armor Dragon core as of set 9.
Oh yeah,
Set 5, sorry.
Set 5, yeah. I've heard Kaiser's really good.
Kaiza is kind of nuts. It lets you once per turn bounce an Armor Dragon control of the hand to summon a new one from the deck.
Ooh,
So
nice.
we're probably gonna see here comes Raranel. Yep, we're probably gonna see Wukong being bounced back in main phase 2, I wanna say.
Yeah, possibly. I can see him using discarding a spell from the hand to gain a life and draw.
Yep.
Discarding Irregular Prayer, which is
That's good. Oh, that's the synergy you want to see.
Oh, definitely. Because now I think Perfect Defense was live anyway, but now it just assures that he can use it properly.
Yep.
And using Kaiser to bounce Wiccan to hand in main 1.
Oh, main 1. Who? He's doing it already? Okay.
Yeah. Search for level 2 or lower, I believe. Yes. With a different name. And getting out the Geralt.
Yeah.
This is the synergy we like to see.
Yep, we can talk about this card finally. Geralt, once again, we're going to put this on the featured card spotlight once again. So Geralt is a card that has both the Armor Dragon and Angel classes, so already that's kind of good. But it says that when it enters play while it's in Unity, you can gain a life for every Angel or Armor Dragon you control. So it's going to gain him another 3 life, it seems. Oh, sorry, another 2 life, putting him back up to 12. Oh, wow.
Evening out the life curve a little bit, which is really important here.
Gaining 5 life in a single blow is kind of good.
Supporting over the Brave Nova.
Yep. Brave Nova is out of the picture now.
Arguably the better play in this scenario.
So going down to 14.
Yep. Honestly, it's been a very even match so far.
Oh yeah, this one was a lot more even than the last one.
Oh yeah,
Toyo kind of ran out of gas really fast on that last one.
Yeah, that is a problem that you can find with like Mecha, and I think just Astral in general.
Okay. Yep.
You can run out of gas very quickly, but I suppose that applies to any deck in this game if you're not careful with your resources.
Yep.
I think Toyo's biggest mistake in game 1 was choosing to swing face with the Brave Nova when he should have cleared the board.
Yeah, probably get that Wukong off the board. You know, make him work for it.
Oh yeah, and now he procs the recharge, putting himself at 5 expend. going into another Brave Nova, it seems. Yep, there's the second Brave Nova we see today.
Oh, he's probably gonna. Oh, wait, actually.
Ooh, and the Chibi. He's gonna be
Oh, he's grabbing the Zeta. Oh,
grabbing the Zeta. He's gonna Zeta the board. You love to see it.
you love to see this happen. Actually, does he have I'm gonna check his graveyard really quickly. Does he have Bravebreaker in Lost? He does not.
He doesn't have both.
Oh, that means he's susceptible to perfect defense. Oh, that's really unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, but if he manages to Zeta the entire board, perfect defense won't matter because he needs to control Haven Ally to use it.
Oh no, if Zeta is it attacks the whole board, so
It
perfect
attacks
defense. Yeah, perfect defense can stop that attack actually.
That is not something I was aware of actually.
Yep, that's how that works.
I've not seen Brave Nova Zeta used very often. I've not seen Toyo get this far.
It is one of the only. I've never seen him get this far. It is one of the only cards of its kind. It's a card that allows the player to attack an entire board at once.
That's an interesting kind of like card actually. I know that it's seen in a lot of other games.
Yep. The other cool thing about Zeta is that if it evolved over Brave Nova using it, you get to give it the ability give it a little bit of power, 5,000 for every ally it's battling. So if it battles 3, it gets a plus 15 and just beats over everything.
Oh, for sure.
This is a fun fact. It also where the perfect defense comes down. There it is.
Yep, and that's I mean, bearing in mind this isn't too bad because despite the fact that Toyo blew a lot of his exile on that, he does have temporal halt.
He does have temporal halt. That is true.
But he needs to get 4
honestly,
more
I think he would have been better off swinging everything into the face just because he's scared of temporal halt. But
yeah,
just because he has temporal halt. Sorry. Yeah.
You could be right about that. And now that he can't use the temporal halt because he doesn't have enough exile, because you need at least 5. But I'd argue Toyo's in an okay position as it is because he still has 2 active blockers right now. Swinging the Kaiser into the Cosmo Chariot. And the Geralt into the Brave Nova Chibi.
Yep.
Geralt. Because they crash. Leaving Rowanel out.
Yep, that's probably the right play here. He doesn't have another perfect defense. Oh, he does have another perfect defense. Oh, he top decked into another perfect defense. Oh, that's really sad.
That is really sad. And main he has a lot of spirit. So what's coming out is the Drill Sergeant.
Oh, yep. Here he comes. And because Kiroh's going all the way up to 12. It's staying at 12, and Toyo's going all the way down to 9.
Choosing not to use Drill Sergeant's effects, but using the Kaiser to put it back to hand to search something else.
Yep.
While we're talking about Drill Sergeant, wasn't this one kind of controversial recently as well?
Yeah, this one's people are there's a lot of one of the potential changes we the designers are thinking of doing is making it a hard once per turn and changing how he looks in terms of stats.
Okay, I feel like the hard ones per turn might be enough.
Yeah, probably. We'll see when that ends when we get enough testing done.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Oh, he's drawing into Mark and Temporal Halt. Ooh, that's not good.
Spearing a Temporal Halt, I don't think there's a whole lot that he can do at this point.
Yep.
I feel like he really hurt himself trying to Zeta the ball.
Chariot. Wait, we got Chariot, actually. This might do something.
This could do something. A Dimension Javelin. Draw a card, exile the top card of your deck.
Yep.
Okay. So that puts him to 3 exile.
Oh, drawing the Log Keeping. That's a card you want to see drawn.
Oh, for sure. Hopefully it's not too late. Maybe Toyo can come back from this.
If he draws Bravebreaker, then... Oh, it's not a Bravebreaker. I was going to say, if he draws Bravebreaker, then that's actually just it.
Yeah, but I think it's still it anyway, because I don't think Toyo will have enough to finish him off.
I'm gonna swing into morale booster.
using the javelin.
Yep. Oh. Oh, actually, you have to do the Cosmic Cherry because the powers are different.
Oh yeah, has to do that differently. And then the dimension javelin into the Raranel, which is perfect defense.
Yep. We all saw that one. Who could have seen that one coming?
Very true. Man, perfect defense is such a good card. It makes me want to put Haven into almost any deck I play.
I mean, hey, there's a group of people out there who will tell you that that's exactly how you're supposed to play the game. It's just slap Haven and everything.
Just love Haven and everything, but
Yep,
Haven Vampire.
Haven Vampire. Hey, if you can make it work, good power. Good on you, buddy. More power to you.
I may have to try. I tried Vampire with a Primal Engine, and that didn't work at all. Spiriting the Armored Shield Dragon, which is an interesting choice, but not one he will live to regret, really. Javelin of Cinders. Yeah, this game, I'm guessing it's going to be over fairly soon.
Yep.
Down to A. Guess the Spear of Stamina.
Oh my god. Just keep it coming, man.
Yeah, just keep it going.
Further widening the life gap.
Yep, and the consistency cards.
Yep.
Discarding a spell to gain a life and draw a card.
Arnell's once again putting in work, giving him more life points there.
Yep. Are we going to see Earthroot today? It might not be worth it here.
Earthroot does not seem like it'll do anything for this matchup. Oh, no. The Nexus is coming down. Finally, we can talk about this thing. Especially Nexus. Against a board like this. Nexus is like absolutely insane.
It's the boy.
It is the boy. He's large.
You love to see it.
One of the only cards we actually have art for. Nexus is a pretty large child when it comes to... So it gets 4,000 for every ally on the field, including itself, by the way.
Yeah.
At max power, this thing is, if I'm mathing correctly, it is a 35k beater.
Yeah, 35, because it gains 24.
Yeah. It can beat over Zeta in this case, which is something that Benkei surprisingly can't do.
Yep, and Kaiser for game.
And that is the end of it. All right.
Good games all around, though, actually.
That'll do it.
That game 2 was arguably the more interesting one of the two, because a lot more went off. We got to see both decks do what they do best.
Really going back and forth there on that one.
Really unfortunate with the two perfect defenses, though.
The thing is that, like, honestly, Armor Dragon is, well, very powerful. It just has such a good mecha matchup. Oh, like, yeah. The mecha's entire point of existence is that it's very strong in the early game. It's very weak in the early game. It uses its early game mainly to call little pieces, and those pieces end up drawing cards or putting things in exile or setting up for later turns, where Armor Dragon just takes off as soon as the game starts.
And I'd also argue that Haven, and particularly Angel in this case, compensates heavily for the drawbacks of Armor Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Raranel and the Spirit of Stamina were really putting in work there, and that perfect defense. Oof.
Unfortunate of course. So unfortunate for Toyo.
Yep. Hey, but honestly, this does show just how powerful that can be when you start mixing things together. But this was a pretty good game for the first video on the channel, I want to say.
Definitely, very worth doing. And
yep. I will say things we learned. 1, studio mode on OBS is bullshit and doesn't work. And 2, I kept trying to switch back and forth between studio mode and regular mode because I was like, oh, I want to do a little edit here and then quickly transition in studio mode, and OBS is like, no, we're going to do live changes whether you like it or not. And I'm like, all right, if you say so.
No, OBS is hard.
OBS is very hard to use.
I'm still learning to use it. You've been doing it a lot better than I have. I still can't get my...
I've only been using OBS for like a week. I still don't know what I'm doing, dude.
I can't even get my stream set up to work properly.
Yep. Let's see if there's any other games going on. What is going on here?
There is one with Flamelord and Green Butler. Shall we?
Actually, we can take a look at take a quick little look at that one.
Let's see. Very early game. We are seeing Maligned.
Oh, we're already going into are we already seeing a Maligned deck that fast?
Yeah, and it looks like we're in game 2.
Oh, jeez.
I believe this well, actually, I don't know, because all of this stuff could mean anything.
Once again, showing how strong Armor Dragons are. But yeah, we can probably do it another day, because Honestly, I need to I need to edit this setup for OBS. This is perfect. But Mike, thank you for coming on. We should do this more often. You're very good.
You're more,
You're very good baby commentator. Very good
you're
side
more than
commentary person.
welcome. I'm happy to be here. Let me know
Big.
if you need to do this again.
Of course we're doing this again, bro. Idiot. Of course. What do you mean? If we're doing this again? Of course we're doing this again. What do you mean, bro?
Sounds good, actually.
All right. We'll see you all next time with the next game. Maybe it was the league games for finals and shit. Shoot. We'll be
The games are finals would be great.
Oh yeah, we'll probably be streaming top 6 actually, so that'll be fun to check out. But the monthly league is still going on. We'll be seeing games on that end, so do stay tuned. Peace.
Yeah. Peace out.